Abu de Souffle is celebrating an anniversary, and it's from 1960, and so it's just been reissued in 4K. I mean, I think most people will be seeing it at home. Some people might be able to get to see it on a big screen. Here's the thing about Abu de Souffle, or to give it its full English title, We're All Out of Souffle. Written and directed by Jean-Luc Godard. From a story by Truffaut and an uncredited Chabrol, Jean-Paul Belmondo, Gene Seberg, the latter of whom obviously was the subject of that actually quite decent Kristen Stewart biopic. Classic of the Nouvelle Vague, which of course translates as the new vagueness. And people discuss the importance of it, and how stylistically important it is, and huge discussions about the end, and all that dégueulasse stuff, and what does it mean?
Hang on, what? What stuff?
It's at the very end. I mean, this isn't a plot spoiler. At the very end, when he's on the floor, and he says, "C'est vraiment dégueulasse," and which translates as "it's disgusting" or "it makes me sick," and she says, "What did he say?" And she basically gets told that he said, "You are disgusting," or "You make me sick." It's one of those, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the reason I mention it is because I have said this many times. I am one of the people who thinks that the Jim McBride remake of Abu de Souffle, Breathless, with Richard Gere, is actually more fun, more enjoyable, and yes, I'm going to go out on a limb and say a better film. Richard Gere as Jesse Lujak, which of course is a pun on Jean-Luc Godard. I think it's up there with Solaris and Sorcerer as one of the films. If somebody ever said to me, "What do you want to do? You want to watch Abu de Souffle or you want to watch Breathless?" I would say Breathless every single time. And I would just like to add that although it is now fashionable to think that, because Quentin Tarantino goes on about how much he likes Breathless, I thought that it was a better film when it came out in the 1980s. I had that opinion when it was a stupid opinion rather than a smart opinion. Also worth saying that other films that celebrated 60th anniversary this year include Psycho, Peeping Tom, and Eyes Without a Face, all of which are absolute classics. But yes, so Abu de Souffle is 60 years old. It's got a 4K redo, but also you can get a very nice Blu-ray of Breathless with Richard Fancy Trousers Gere, and I love that film to pieces.
And for new listeners, Nouvelle Vague. Oh, I know we've touched on this before. It was a long time ago.
Yes.
Nouvelle Vague. What on earth?
Well, as I joked, I mean, it's the French New Wave, but I've always referred it as the French New Vagueness, because I find that joke cheap and appealing in the same way as I find referring to Godard's film as We're All Out of Souffle.
I know.
Funny.
I realize that. But if I were to watch something that happened to be Nouvelle Vague, how would I know?
Jump cuts.
Is that it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Thanks. It's been like a cinematic masterclass, I think. Thanks very much indeed for that.